Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the introduction and basics of cell injury. So first of all, what is pathology? Pathology is a study of structural, biochemical and functional changes in a cell, tissue or organs that underlie a disease. Basically, pathology is a science of disease or studies of disease. Pathology has every pathology or pathology of every organ or cell has four main integral parts. First is etiology. What is the etiology behind this pathology? Etiology means causes. What is the cause behind of this pathology? Then pathogenesis, in which we will discuss about the mechanism how a disease develop. And third is morphological changes, and fourth is clinical manifestation, how a disease manifests in signs and symptoms. So in etiology is about the causes of disease, which can be genetic or environmental. In genetic causes, there are mutations which can be inherited or acquired. In environmental causes, it could be infectious, chemical, physical or nutritional, whether deficiency, nutritional deficiency or excess nutrition, obesity. Other is the second integral part of any pathology is pathogenesis. So what is pathogenesis? Pathogenesis is sequence of molecular, biochemical and cellular events which ultimately manifest into a disease. So what are the chemical events, biochemical events and cellular events responsible for a development of disease? We deal in pathogenesis. Now morphological changes. Cellular and tissue structural alteration are characteristic of a disease, and sometimes they have a diagnostic importance in a pathology. Some of the morphological changes are very peculiar of a particular etiological agent, which we will discuss later in the systemic pathology. Now the fourth part is clinical manifestation, how a disease manifests, like what are the signs and symptoms of a disease. These are the functional changes. Say for example, in infection, that this is usually associated with a fever and pain. Likewise, Rodolphe Virchow is a father of modern pathology. Rodolphe Virchow. Virtually all diseases start with molecular and structural alteration in cells. They start with at the cellular level. Now we will discuss about the stages, various stages of cellular response when they exposed to stress or an injurious stimuli. So what are the stages of cellular response? We have a normal cell in homeostasis. When this normal cell exposed to a stress, this will undergo adaptation. Adaptations are reversible functional and structural responses to changes in physiological state. What are the adverse stress conditions a cell face? In response to that stressful condition, there are functional and structural changes occur in a cell to withstand with this adverse condition. They can be hypertrophy, in which increase in the cell size, hyperplasia, number of cells increase, atrophy, size and number of cells both decrease, and metaplasia, in which a phenotype of a cell is changed from one mature type to another, like columnar epithelium changed into squamous epithelium, or vice versa, like in varied esophagus, squamous epithelium replaced by intestinal columnar epithelium to withstand with the acid exposure from the gastric reflex. And such changes are also seen in respiratory tract, in which in chronic smokers, pseudostratified columnar epithelium of the respiratory tract metaplasia and converts into or replaced by squamous epithelium. When a normal cell exposed to injurious stimuli, cell injury takes place, or the result is cell injury. On the basis of intensity and duration of that injurious stimuli, cell injury can be of reversible type or irreversible type. When injurious stimuli is mild or for transient period, cell injury is reversible, and when this injurious stimuli is severe and for a long or progressive period of time, then this may result into the cell death. And cell death can be of two types: necrosis and apoptosis. Apoptosis is also known as plant cell death. We will discuss all these in detail in the later lectures. Thank you.